Welcome, welcome. Yes, we are in Numbers 4. Yeah, we talk about the second census of Levites eligible for priestly duties. And the words start like this. The Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, take a census of the Kehathites, separate from the other Levites, by their clans and their ancestral houses, from 30 years old up to 50 years old, all who qualify to do work relating to the tent of meeting. 4. The service of the Kohathites relating to the tent of meeting concerning the most holy things. 5. When the camp is to set out, Aaron and his son shall go in and take down the screening curtain and cover the ark of the covenant with it. Then they shall put on it a covering of fine leather, and spread over that a cloth all of blue, and shall put his pole in place. 7. Cover the table of the bread of the presence. They shall spread a blue cloth and put on it the plate, the dishes for incense, the bowl, and the flagon for the drink offering. The regular bread also shall be on it. Then they shall spread over them a crimson cloth, and cover it with a covering of fine leather, and shall put on its pole in place. They shall take a blue cloth and covering, and cover the lampstand for the light, with its lamp, its snuffers, its trays, and all the vessels for oil with which it is supplied. And they shall put it with all the utensils in a covering of fine leather, and put it on the covering of frame. 11. Cover the golden altar. They shall spread a blue cloth and cover it with a covering of fine leather, and shall put its pole in place. And they shall take all the utensils of the service that are used in the sanctuary, and put them in a blue cloth, and cover them with a covering of fine leather, and put them on the carrying frame. They shall take away the ashes from the altar, and spread a purple cloth over it, and they shall put on it all the utensils of the altar, which are used for the service there, the fire pans, the forks, the shovel, and the basin, all the utensils of the altar, and they shall spread on, on it a covering of fine leather, and shall put his pole in place. 15. When Aaron and his son have finished covering the sanctuary and all the furnishing of the sanctuary, as the camp set out, after that the Kohathites shall come to carry these, but they must not touch the holy things, or they shall die, or they will die. These are the things of the tent of meeting that the Kohathites are to carry. 16. Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, shall have charge of the oil for the light, the fragrant incense, the regular grain offering, and the anointing oil, the oversight of all the tabernacle and all that is in it, in the sanctuary and its utensil. 17. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, you must not let the tribe of the clan of the Kohathite be destroyed from among the Levites. This is how you must deal with them in order that they may live and not die when they come near to the most holy things. Aaron and his son shall go in and assign each to a particular task or burden. But the Kohathite must not go in to look on the holy thing even for a moment, otherwise they will die. 20, 21. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, 22. Take a census of the Gershonites also, by their ancestral house and by their clans, from 30 years old up to 50 years old. You shall enroll them, all who qualify to do work in the tent of meeting. This is the service of the clans of the Gershonites, and serving and bearing burden. They shall carry the curtain of the tabernacle and the tent of meeting and its covering, and the outer covering of fine leather. This is on top of it, and the screen for the entrance of the tent of meeting, and the hanging of the court, and the screen for the entrance of the gate of the court that is around the tabernacle, and the altar, and their cords, and all the equipment for their service, and they shall do all that needs to be done with regards to them. 27. All the service of the Gershonites shall be at the command of Aaron and his sons, and all that they are to carry, in all that they have to do, and you shall assign to their charge all that they are to carry. 28. This is the service of the clan of Gershonites relating to the tent of meeting, and their responsibilities are to be under the oversight of the Ithamar, of, under the oversight of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. 29. As for the Merarites, you shall enroll them by their clans and their ancestral house. 30. From 30 years old and up to 50 years old, you shall enroll them, everyone who qualifies to do the work of the tent of meeting. 31. This is what they are charged to carry as the whole of their service in the tent of meeting: the frames of the tabernacles with its bars, pillars, and base, and the pillars of the court are all around with their base, pegs and cord, with all their equipment and all their related service. And you shall assign by name the objects that they are required to carry. 33. This is the service of the clan of Merarites, the whole of their service relating to the tent of meeting, under the hand of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. 34. So Moses and Aaron and the leaders of the congregation enrolled the Kohathites by their clans and their ancestral house, from 30 years old up to 50 years old, everyone who qualified for work relating to the tent of meeting. And their enrollment by clan was 2,750. This was the enrollment of the clan of the Kohathites. All who serve in the tent of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron enrolled according to the commandments of the Lord by Moses. The enrollment of the Gershonites by their clans and their ancestral houses. 39. From 30 years old to 50 years old, everyone who qualified for works related to the tent of meeting. 40. The enrollment by their clans and their ancestral house was 2,650. Let me say that again. Was 2,630. This was the enrollment of the clan of the Gershonites, all who served at the tent of meeting, whom Moses and Aaron enrolled according to the commandments of the Lord. The enrollment of the clan of Merarites by their clans and their ancestral house, from 30 years old up to 50 years old, everyone who qualified for work related to the tent of meeting. 444. Their enrollment by their clans was 3,200. This is the enrollment of the clans of the Merarites. whom Moses and Aaron enrolled according to the commandment of the Lord by Moses. 46. All those who were enrolled of the Levites, whom Moses and Aaron and the leaders of Israel enrolled by their clan and their ancestral house, from 30 years old up to 50 years old, everyone who qualified to do the work of service and the work of bearing burden relating to the tent of meeting. 48. Their enrollment was 8,580, according to the commandment of the Lord through Moses. They were appointed to their several tasks of service and carrying, though they were enrolled by him as the Lord commanded Moses. Okay, okay. As you know, chapter 4 of the book of Numbers only have 49 short, very short verse. Okay, so the explanation for it will be very short. Okay, it's not going to take long at all, not at all, not at all, at all, at all. No, it's not. So let me get to that. Okay, now, as I said, keep your Bible open. This census, remember they did a census before. They did a census of the priests, the census of the priests before. They did a census of how they should be marched. Right? The census of the 12 tribes. They did the census of the Levites. Now, the earliest census of the Levites on Numbers 3, verse 14 to 39. If you didn't watch the video for Numbers 3, please go back and watch it. Okay? Had determined the number of Levites available to substitute for other Israelite firstborn male. The second Levitical census number those who are 30 to 50 years old and though eligible for priestly service. Okay? The 1 and 3, chapter 3, was talk about the firstborn, the substitute for the firstborn, those who died back then in Egypt. Okay? Now, and this one, God was talking about males between 30 to 50 years old, okay, who could do the work of God in the temple. Now, that's what verse 1 to 49 is all about. Let's continue with verse 4. Let's take verse 4 all the way down to 33. Okay? The Ark of the Covenant was discussed in verse 5. It's a wooden container that contains the stone tablet of the Ten Commandments and also function as a throne or footstool for the divine presence. Right? We talked about that on Exodus 25, verse 10 to 22. So if you didn't see that video, please go back to Exodus 25 and listen to that video for the explanation for that. Okay? Let me read verse 5 for you. When the camp is to set out, Aaron and his son shall go in and take down the screening curtain and cover the ark of the covenant with it. Okay? So this is what the ark of the covenant, Aaron and his son had to go and take it down and cover it. Now, the ark is a house in the inner room of the tabernacle within the tent of meeting. On details of the ark, the tabernacle's finishing, and the tent offering was discussed on Exodus 25 to Exodus 27. Amen. And also, you could go see verse Exodus 30. Exodus 30. No, no. Yes, you could go to Exodus 30 and you could learn about the details of the ark and the tabernacle furnishing and the tent meeting and how everything was set up, how everything was done, what God wanted there, and so forth. You could go read those chapters. Also, in verse 17 and 20, you talk about the warning concerning the special danger to the Kohathite. It stems from their responsibility to handle the most holy of things, the most holy things concerning the tabernacle and the ark, right? If you read with me verse 17 and 20, you will understand. Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, you must not let the tribe of the clan of the Kohathite be destroyed from among the Levites. This is how you must deal with them in order that they may live and not die when they come near to the most holy things. Right? Aaron and his son shall go in and assign each to a particular task or burden. But the Kohathite must not go in to look on the holy thing, even for a moment, otherwise they will die. God made Moses and Aaron, he made them there to protect the Kohathite because they wasn't prepared to go into the holy thing, the most holy area in the tent. The service, verse 4, talk about the service of the Kohathite relating to the tent of meeting concerning the holy thing. Obviously, God tell them what they needed to do. But they had to do it his way or they would they would be dead. Okay? As you know from previous reading, with Aaron's sons. If you only screw up one time, a little slip, God don't take little head or slip lightly. You will be dead. He will kill you. So be careful how you speak to the Lord, how you do the work of the Lord. Right? You must do it with precision and preciseness, so that way when you do it, you don't slip. Like Aaron's two sons, they presented unholy thing to the Lord. They could have get the fire from another place, from somebody who was doing a fire to burn whatever what they was doing, not in the temple but outside of the temple. They probably just take it and go light that fire. You know what I mean? And it may not be holy. Or they may use another vessel to light the fire and bring it over. Anything could happen. It may not be the right wood. Whatever the circumstances, They failed to meet up to God's standard on how things should have been done. And because of that, the two of them died. So be careful. That's why God was giving him a stern warning. Be careful not to let them into the holy of things. So not even look at it so they will not die. Be careful what you look at. Be careful of what you look at. May the glory of God be with you. May he watch over you, protect you, guide you, be with you and your family as you're going through this epidemic that we are in right now. Shalom. Peace be unto you.